Yes, 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 people, you can go ahead and stop wondering where is the Funko news, because it is here. Now, I didn't get it up quite as early as I wanted to today, and that is because I was trying to be very thorough with my research and make sure that I was able to track down some release dates and everything for you all. So, I was just trying to be very thorough with my research. And by the way, I know these videos, just at the look of them, they might seem simple, but trust me, I do go to a lot of different sources, through a lot of different websites and everything. And yeah, I mean, there's some work behind it. I actually work on it throughout the whole week, pretty much. So, like I said, I just wanted to be thorough for you all. So, as always, I do hope you appreciate that. Make sure you do go ahead and drop a like on this video. Take a moment, go ahead and do that. I definitely appreciate that. The videos have been getting pretty good views, but the likes are still a small percentage of what the views are. So, yeah, like I said, I really appreciate when you do take the time to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, and that helps to spread the video out more so more people can check it out. And that really helps out the community. And as always, if I miss any information here, feel free to drop it down in the comments, help out the community in that way, because I know a lot, I find a lot, but I don't know it all. There's no way for me to know every single thing that's going on, so do keep that in mind. And also remember that I tend to go off of what actually has pictures out there. So if it's just, something on a list, like a GameStop list, whatever it may be, I usually don't focus on that so much. I really try to mainly focus on what actually has pics available, so that we know that it is solid, that it will be an actual release, because there have been pops I've seen listed before that never came out, so that's why I prefer to focus on what actually has solid evidence. Okay, but enough about that. Let me go ahead and get into the Funko news for this week, the week of May 20th, 2017. As always, I want to start off by focusing on what is available now. I've seen images of different websites. I've seen people finding the Nickelodeon Pop figures. In particular, people seem to be mainly finding the Rugrats figures. So I'm not sure if the others are out. Somebody could let me know. But I know for sure that I have seen Chucky. I want to say Tommy maybe, and I know definitely Reptar. As a matter of fact, I've already seen more than one person that was able to find the Reptar Chase figure. So yeah, if you're interested in Nickelodeon figures, definitely be out there looking. Call around stores if you have to. Also, the Gravity Falls figures are showing up, and I've seen most of these out. And again, I've actually seen somebody that found Chase figures. They found Dipper Pine's Chase figure. Haven't seen the Bill Cipher one yet. I'm actually keeping my fingers crossed, because as part of a trade with a friend, I basically asked her to go to Entertainment Earth to order Dipper Pines and Bill Cipher. And when you order with Entertainment Earth, you do get a chance at a Chase figure with some of their figures. And again, I gotta point out to you, I'm not sponsored by Entertainment Earth. To me, it's just it's a good website, and I think their ordering has been pretty solid. And like I said, the chance of a Chase is always a good thing. So again, I'm not sponsored by them, but I just personally do like Entertainment Earth. Okay, and then also with Gravity Falls, there is a Hot Topic exclusive Mabel Corn Mabel. I think I actually do want to get this one, and again, it should be available now. I'm trying to remember if I saw it on the website. I don't know if I saw it on the website or not, but yeah, this is definitely one that I want to get as well, because I think it's much more interesting than just the common Mabel. Keeping it moving here, again, there's a lot that's out there right now. The Carnage Dorbs, which is a Walmart exclusive. I'm going to tell you how I think you should handle this, people, the way that I did it. It's actually available on their website at a low price, like $5 and change. And you can actually, if you have a Walmart near you, of course, you can put in for a store pickup so that you don't have to deal with shipping at all. So I'm going to pick up my Carnage in a couple of days for like barely over $5. To me, that's a steal. I think that's a really good deal, because Dorbs usually run, I would say, in the $8 range, and after a while maybe you'll find some marked down. But I think $5 and change for a new Dorbs that is a really cool character, yeah, I'm down for that. So that's the way I handled it. You might want to handle it the same way yourself, and it should still be available. I know at the time of this recording it was still up, so you can check that out. Hot Topic exclusive Cleaning Levi's has finally shown up. L with Cake, I think, has actually been out for a week or two. I don't know if I actually mentioned it before though, so just in case, I wanted to make sure I pointed out that L with Cake from Death Note is available as well. The Spider-Man Mystery Minis, those are available. There are some store exclusives. I was trying to find a list. Funko said that there was a list available. Maybe I overlooked it. So if I get a solid confirmation on what the store exclusives are, I will share that with you all in a couple of days here, or maybe, you know, the next Funko news. But for right now, I'm not 100% sure, so that's why I'm just leaving that off. The Harry Potter rock candy figures are showing up. And do remember that you can, through certain websites, you can order all those figures at one time. And I did share a long list of, well, not a long list, but I shared a list of websites at the end of one of my Funko News videos, and I pointed out to you all to try to keep that video in mind to go back and check it out for those online retailers that do sell bundles, you know, so you can go back and check that out. And I may try to go back and find it myself. I can't remember exactly which video it was, but I might, if I find it, I'll basically link it down in the description so you can go back and check that one out for those online retailers. And then also the Star Wars My Emoji figures are available, and I know in particular they do have those on the Hot Topic website. Next up here, now, technically this Tony Stark Dorbs, which is a GameStop exclusive, and this is Tony Stark from Spider-Man Homecoming, technically it's not out yet, but it releases on the 25th, so I kind of figure by the time that you order, if you do decide to order it online, I mean, you're pretty much right there with that. But if you want to find it in the store, do know that it will be out on the 25th, so not far away, so that's why I'm putting it up here up front. The Iron Fist Dorbs, which is a Specialty Series figure, is available now. Remember, you can find Specialty Series figures in your comic book shops, and then there are certain websites that do sell them as well. And like I said again, you know, I'm going to link that video down that has the name of some different websites. 11 with Egos is a Pocket Pop here. That is a Hot Topic exclusive, which is also available now. And that one in particular is on the website as well. Keeping it moving here. The Justice League pop figures are, now they're available for pre-order. Let me be clear here. You see that on the right side of the screen. These are available for pre-order. So they're not released yet. But if you want to do like a bundle, again, you can go to certain websites and you'll be able to order all these together. I do know that they had them individually for pre-order. I know I saw them on Toy Wars, and I want to say Entertainment Earth as well. The Armin Arlelt from Attack of Titan FYE exclusive is now available for pre-order. And also the most recent wave of Attack on Titan, those figures are showing up in stores. And I know that there is a Titan, I believe it's a black and white variant that's a FYE exclusive that is available as well. Now, I know that I saw at least one person post a picture of that up online that they actually picked it up. Moving on to the Funko shop, what was available this week, and I'm just going to be upfront, is sold out. And I'm not surprised that it's sold out. It was the Yummy Mummy pop figure along with Fruit Brute, and you did have to buy them together. They're $15 each, but together, you know, $30 plus the shipping. I really like the design of the Yummy Mummy pop figure. If they had just had that figure by itself, I think I would have stretched, you know, the money that I had on me to get that one, because I'm really not interested in Fruit Brute. Don't really care for the pop. I didn't really care for the Dorbs ride of it. Yeah, Fruit Brute doesn't interest me, but I do have the Yummy Mummy Dorbs rides. Would have been nice to have the pop, but of course the only way that you'll be able to get these now is secondhand, you know, and you know, maybe you'll look up and find somebody that sells them at a reasonable price, but yeah, you know, that's kind of slim chances there because they were limited to 2,500 pieces, and I think they are well designed pops. I do think Fruit Brute has a nice design to it. You know, it's just that particular character doesn't interest me that much. So again, the only way you can get these is secondhand, but there are still some cool things available on the Funko shop, including they still have T-Bone, they still have the Great Grape Ape, which is a 6-inch figure, and they still have that Jungle Batman, which is really not a surprise there because even though they put it out at limited numbers, I mean, they did 10,000 pieces. So yeah, it's not a surprise that that is still available. But yeah, if you're interested in any of those, you know, and of course there are some other figures as well, you can go check those out on the Funko shop, funkoshop.com. Keeping it moving here with the Hikari of the week. Now this week it is the Strawberry Glitter Frankenberry Hikari, which is up for a June release, limited to 500 pieces. And when I first saw this one, I got a serious sense of deja vu. But then I realized it looks very similar to the one that I shared last time, the candy coated Frankenberry Hikari, which you see there on the right side. Now me personally, I don't collect Hikari. I don't have any at all. I do like this Frankenberry Hikari, but in particular, I like the one from last week, the candy coated one. So if I were ever to see that in the future, you know, marked down at a reasonable price in a store, then I might pick that one up. I think the one from this week just looks, it seems to me like they kind of sucked some detail out of it. It just doesn't look as interesting. It looks like it does have, of course, more glitter going on. That's why they do have glitter in the name, but I still think I like the other one more so. And by the way, I've seen some hunting videos, some pop hunting videos where people actually have Hikari figures in their Walmart. That's so not a thing in my area. I don't, you know, some people must have some really cool Walmarts, because I've never seen a Hikari in a Walmart anywhere around me. Next up here, South Park. They have a June release for their Pocket Pop figures, and you see that they have Mysterion and Zombie Kenny. And then for the Overwatch Pocket Pop figures, they are a July release. I don't think these are store exclusives at all. You know, these will be out and available to find different places. So yeah, if you're interested in these, remember South Park, June release, Overwatch, July release. And by the way, somebody let me know if you just like collect Pocket Pops. Me personally, I actually like make use of them for the most part. So there's no reason for me to really have a bunch of Pocket Pops at one time. But yeah, I am kind of curious. Is there anybody out there that actually does just collect these, you know, for the sake of collectibles? Next up here, we have Carl and Negan, of course, from The Walking Dead, and it does kind of make sense to put these out at the same time. We have exclusive Dwarves figures. They're exclusive to Walgreens, and Walgreens is getting a lot of exclusive Dwarves right now, but these will be up for an early June release. And do notice here that they do have Chase variants. So they have Carl with the you know, his damaged eye covered up, which to me makes sense to, you know, show him that way now. I don't know why they didn't do that with the most recent pop, but it is what it is now at this point. And then with Negan, they have a blood splattered Chase figure, which of course that does make sense for Negan. Trust me, I will be on the lookout for these in my area. I'm a little bit concerned because I still have no idea why. I shared this in a recent video that the Walgreens in my area, a lot of them have G.I. Joe figures sitting around, almost like it's like the second coming of Frozen. All of a sudden, there's just G.I. Joe figures taking up space on the shelves, and I'm kind of worried that some of the stores won't order new figures while they have all these G.I. Joe figures sitting there. But hopefully that won't be the case, and hopefully I can get some new Walgreens exclusives. Still on the lookout for Mace Windu to try to help out a couple of friends as well. So I might have to go even further out to some other Walgreens. Next up here, I already shared the Gunslinger, or I should say the Dark Tower figures previously. Of course, there is the Gunslinger himself and the Man in Black. Those are commons. But they do have an exclusive as well here, which will be a Barnes & Noble exclusive. Don't think I saw an actual release date on this. If anybody knows, do let me know down in the comments. But I think this is one of those cases where the common actually looks a lot cooler than the exclusive. And this has happened several times recently with Funko. I think Rocket Raccoon is a really good example of that from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Don't know why that's happening. I guess it's a good thing because it gives more people a chance to get the cooler looking figure. But who knows, if this movie is a big hit and somebody really loves the character, the Gunslinger, then maybe they would want both of these figures here. Me, I think I'd be happy with just the common, and I'm a little apprehensive about the movie because I don't like the idea of them transitioning and going to Earth. I think that's kind of lame. I prefer they stay in the fantasy realm with it, but you know, we'll see how that goes when the movie does release. Next up here, a movie that's in theaters right now, Alien Covenant. I've already shared before the wave of figures that will be out, including there is a Hot Topic exclusive with the character with the face hugger on his face, and then also a blood splattered Xenomorph, which is a GameStop exclusive. That's one I definitely want. I may get that one with the face hugger as well. We'll see though, because really I'm not a big fan of Alien enough for that to be urgent for me, but you know, we'll see there. But you see here also they have a Neomorph with Toddler, which is up for a July release. This does look similar to a creature that was in Prometheus, a movie I wasn't so crazy about, and Alien Covenant is getting mixed reviews. It's like critics and fans once again are strongly disagreeing, although there are some fans as well that seem to have kind of mixed feelings on the movie. I'll probably just wait for video. I don't see myself going to the theater for it, but I do think they do have some great creature designs, of course, because it is Alien. Next up here, a figure I've shared at least once or twice before. The Twilight Ring Wraith is going to be a glow-in-the-dark Hot Topic exclusive, May release, and that means it should be out very soon because we're right here towards the end of May. So this should be up very soon. And if you know anything about glow-in-the-dark figures, you know that the lighter the color, usually the better the glow. So hopefully this one does have a great glow to it for anybody that does pick it up. next up here, now this one was really one of the big news stories of the week, and a lot of people have already gotten their pre-order in, and I'm sorry to tell you that right now pre-orders are currently sold out as far as I know. I know that Toy Wars was one of the websites that had it available for pre-order. If I learn anything about pre-orders coming back up, I will share that. If anybody knows of where this could still be pre-ordered, please let the community know down in the comments. But right now, as far as I know, the pre-orders are sold out online. I think it's very interesting that this 6-inch Megazord is being listed as a SDCC 2017 exclusive. So yeah, that's very curious because nothing else has been revealed, and it's also very curious that, you know, it's already made available for pre-order. So I'm kind of wondering if that really is official, if it really is officially a SDCC exclusive. It seems kind of odd that this would be out available for pre-order way way ahead of the other figures. But you know, regardless, Power Rangers fans definitely have reasons to be happy if they can get their hands on this. And of course, it is great that they made this a 6-inch figure, whereas we know with Voltron they made it standard size, which they should not have done. Voltron definitely should have been 6-inch figures, but maybe they were thinking ahead about doing those different variants, so maybe that was the case there. But even with this Megazord, I think they could definitely do a variant. They could do him like you see there in the bottom right with the sword and shield, and I think that would be a pretty awesome variant for it. Now, this figure here surprised me. I mean, it pleasantly surprised me to see Jimi Hendrix burning his guitar, which is so awesome. I want to say that he did that at his performance at Woodstock, and if I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but I feel like that was his Woodstock performance where he did that. It was almost like a sacrifice of his guitar at the end of his performance there, and just an amazing moment in rock and roll, and just music in general. I think it's one of those classic moments. I'm kind of surprised though that Funko has made this exclusive, because FYE exclusives are usually kind of easy to get your hands on, and I feel like if anybody really wants just one Jimi Hendrix pop, that they'll probably go with this one. I do think it is the cooler one. Personal opinion there, but I feel like that's going to cut into the sales of the common. You know, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, regardless, very cool that they are, you know, paying homage to Jimi Hendrix in this way, and that his fans can get a very cool pop figure. This might also be the first time that I've seen a pop figure with basically an accessory, because unless there's some sort of stand where that guitar is like connected along with the figure, it seems almost like an accessory. So I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to look like in the box. Personally, I would prefer that it was on a stand, you know, and it couldn't be moved around and stuff, but we'll see what happens there. Pretty interesting. Now this I'm definitely hyped about, because I gotta say this, the first Destiny game was a really solid game. I mean, it was weak in terms of story, but in most other aspects, it was a pretty solid game. I actually played it again some recently, but I didn't stick with the game for very long because I was just burned out on shooters. It was really nothing so much against Destiny. I was just burnt out on shooters, so I kind of took a breather away from them. But with Destiny 2, I want to hop on board from the jump and definitely put a lot of time into it. And I think these figures here look pretty awesome. I'm not going to read off all the names for you. You know, you can kind of take a moment and check these out. I think they look really well designed. And already I could see myself, you know, saying that I'll probably just pick up maybe 2 or 3, but then start to pick up the others as well. Because, like I said, they're so well designed. And I'm definitely hyped about Destiny 2. And, the reveal has been pretty awesome as well. I've seen some gameplay footage that they've shared, a lot of clips, and you know, there's a lot of clips across different websites. If you are interested to see what Destiny 2 has to offer, it looks like it's going to have some serious improvements. Okay, and these will be available for a August release. Let's go ahead though and take a closer look at the exclusives here. You can kind of see them, but I want you to get a better view of the exclusives. So the Zora exclusive, I think, is pretty cool. Will be a GameStop exclusive, and he's actually available for pre-order right now, as well as Atheon. That's also a GameStop exclusive. So if you want to go ahead and pre-order those, you can. And GameStop is pretty good about when you do a pre-order. It's not as if you have to take the one that they set aside for you. They usually let you look at the boxes and switch out if you want to, if you don't like the box quality or the paint job. So yeah, it makes sense to me to do pre-orders with GameStop for the most part. You know, you got to kind of know your local GameStops though. Now for Target, they have a Croto exclusive, which I'm not so crazy about that. Target might be my least favorite store when it comes to getting exclusives because I hardly ever see them. I don't think they really take great care of their Funko section. As a matter of fact, when Funko first started putting up these displays at Targets, they had a promotion where they wanted people to share pictures of the displays at Target, and then that got you entered into a giveaway. I really wish they would run something like that again now so they could see what it looks like in these Target stores. Or at least hopefully they're checking out videos on YouTube and they're seeing what it's looking like in Target. Apparently they're not, but they need to, because they need to see that. It's just, things are not going well with Funko at Target in my opinion. I don't think they take care of the section well, and then on top of that, way too many issues with the employees taking figures for themselves, hiding figures for friends, getting an attitude when you ask about a figure, which I can't stand either. I've only found maybe one exclusive at Target recently. I know I've seen some that as well, that maybe ones I wasn't interested in, like I have seen that recent Bell exclusive, but overall I'm just not happy with Target. I almost dread even going there to try to look for figures, but I will go look for the Crota figure, especially because they do have a Chase as well, which is glow-in-the-dark figure, and I mean, that would be very awesome to have. So even though I'm dreading it already, you know, I will go and look out for these figures here, and at least there is some time, so hopefully my money will be a little bit better so that I can check out these figures as well. Moving on from there with a focus on Hot Topic, couple of figures that they got coming up. You know, the Dorbs, the exclusive Dorbs have been pretty big for them. And here are two, or technically I should say 3 more that are coming up very soon. So they have Cheshire Cat, which is a Hot Topic exclusive, like I already said. Limited to 3,500 pieces. This will be up for a June 8th online release. Remember with these Dorbs, it seems like they're always online now, online releases, and they do go very quickly. Now, what's cool about this Cheshire Cat is that there also is a chance to get a limited Chase figure as well. So yeah, something to be on the lookout for there. Now, as far as what makes it different, it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe it is glow in the dark. Doesn't seem to be metallic. Somebody let me know if you know for sure, because all I saw was that it said Chase. You know, so I don't know if it's that. Actually, now that I'm looking at it closer, it almost looks like it has some translucency, and that would fit the character. So maybe that is what makes it a Chase figure. That does make a lot of sense. It's just, it doesn't show up super well within this image itself. But yeah, you get a chance at the Chase figure when you do order it. That is pretty cool. And I believe that June 8th is also when the Flock Stitch Dorb should be available as well. So be on the lookout for that one as well. I think I shared that one previously. And then Clark Kent, this is a kind of a play on the Pop figure that they did previously. Clark Kent, you know, opening up, of course, and you see the Superman suit beneath. This also limited to 3,500 pieces, and this will be for a June 21st release. Again, online release, so be on the lookout for that. As these dates approach, and if I get a specific time, I will share it with you, but I think typically that these become available around 9 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, so that makes it, you know, 12 o'clock here on the East Coast. So yeah, like I said, if I get more details, I will update you all when I can. Next up here, still focusing on Hot Topic, they have revealed the Super Saiyan Rose Goku figure. I'm sorry about the rough images, but these are screen caps from their most recent Periscope video, so they don't have like an official like release footage, or it's not footage, but pic of it yet. So this was the best I could do for now. But the Super Saiyan Rose Gold, excuse me, not Rose Gold, I'm so used to saying Rose Gold, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Hot Topic exclusive should be up for an early June release, so just be on the lookout for that. And I'm pretty sure once it's available, you'll probably see it all over the place online, because I know there's a lot of people that will be happy to pick that one up. As a matter of fact, I know some people have customs of them. I believe Sherry Stover made a custom of this figure for Metal Nerd, I want to say. But yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that figure if you're a big Dragon Ball fan. And then still with a focus on Hot Topic, and this is pretty cool here. They're going to have a Joker and Harley Quinn 2-pack, and you see them dressed and ready for the beach, and this is based off of a comic book cover. So this will be up, and again, it's a 2-pack, keep that in mind, and this will be up for a July 6th release, and that is Hot Cash time. That's when Hot Cash time kicks off, so pretty good way to spend your hot cash if you have some on hand, I would say. Now, if you compare the figures to the cover, you see that they didn't really go all the way there with Harley Quinn's look. The Joker is accurate. He doesn't have the gun, of course, but the Joker is pretty accurate. Harley Quinn, okay, I understand why they didn't give her the pale skin, because there is one pop figure that does have like the pale skin, that almost grayish looking skin, and it's really not my favorite Harley Quinn, so I understand why they didn't go there. But not doing anything with her hair, just giving her the blonde hair, I'm not a big fan of that. I think it will have more mass appeal, but it just doesn't scream Harley Quinn to me. That's why that bugs me just a little bit. But still, I think if you're a big fan of these characters, which I obviously am, if you all know my background that I use for most of my unboxing videos, yeah, then you know that this is one I'm definitely interested in. Now, the Funko subscription boxes, it's been a while since I really focused on these, but I just want to talk about the themes that they have going on right now. So, the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty, the droids are going to be the focus of their next box. For Disney Treasures, Disney Treasures Festival of Friends is the focus. Then for Collector Corps, Marvel Collector Corps, Spider-Man Homecoming, of course, is the focus. And then for Legion of Collectors, they're focusing on Batman, the animated series. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about these boxes, including some spoilers, although, okay, I'm giving a spoiler warning, but I'm going to say this again for you all. Funko makes it almost impossible to avoid spoilers at this point. Unless you have a renewed, subscription and you just stay away from like any Funko related media, you're going to see the spoilers. It's very tough to avoid them. So if you want to go ahead and check out on the video because you don't want to be spoiled at all and somehow you've been able to avoid the spoilers, that's cool. I understand that. Thanks for watching up to this point. But for those of you that know that it's, and you're not really bothered by it, that spoilers are very tough to avoid. Like I said, I am going to go ahead and get into these, and in particular, I'll share the pop that will be in the Festival of Friends, which I think most people have seen by now because they put the images everywhere. I will share the pop figure that will be in the Spider-Man Homecoming box, which some people may have not seen yet, so I would say that's the biggest spoiler. But again, I think it's kind of hard to avoid. And a possible figure, even though I don't have an image of it, just a theory about what will be in the Legion of Collectors box. So if you don't want to see any of that, again, this would be the time to check out. Okay, fair warning has been given. Moving on here. So boom, there it is. You see they're front and center for the Spider-Man Homecoming box. They got another Spider-Man figure, and this is the one with the webbing under the arms, which actually seems like they're going to make good use of it within the movie, that it will actually have some solid use, and I guess to help him glide. So yeah, that's what the figure will be, and I don't know if there's going to be another pop figure in there. Knowing Collector Corps, chances are kind of slim on that, but we'll see what happens. It would be very cool if they actually did put a Shocker figure into that box, and Shocker is part of the movie, but I don't know, kind of slim chances there. That just would be nice, and I guess it would be shocking if they actually did that. On the right there, Festival of Friends, most people already know about this, the Dumbo figure there with the mouse, and excuse me, I forget the mouse's name. Actually, it's Timothy. I see it on the box there. And the only reason I really want to share this again is because I want you to see the box there in the bottom right hand corner. And Funko actually did an unboxing of this, so you can head to Original Funko's YouTube channel if you want to see the full unboxing. I do think it's cool the way they designed the box, but of course they had to extend the box and do a special box because of Dumbo's ears. So that does look pretty cool, and if you want to see the full figure with it on the stand and everything, like I said, you can check out their unboxing video. And then for the Batman animated series box down there in the bottom left for Legion of Collectors, notice that they put Penguin on the cover, and with the Legion of Collectors, it seems like what you see on the cover is what you end up getting in the box for the most part. So seems like there's a really good chance that there will be a Penguin pop in there. I'd be okay with that. I mean, he's not like my favorite character from my favorite villain from that series, but it would be nice, to get a pop of a villain. So we'll see what happens there. Definitely going to be something Penguin related, but who knows. And you all let me know, what would you like to see in the Batman the Animated Series box. Do keep in mind, though, that there is a second wave of those figures coming out that's already going to cover certain characters. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And I do want to hear from you as well. What do you think will be in the Smuggler's Bounty box? When it comes to the droids, I really don't know what else they could do off the top of my head. I feel like they've done a lot of droids, and they've done some variants as well. So, those of you that know Star Wars a lot more than I do, just let me know, what do you think they could and should do with the next Smuggler's Bounty box. So that's going to do it for Funko News, and I'm glad because my voice is about wrecked. If you all don't know, I actually do this all in one take when I do these videos. I think that's just the best way to make it flow. It makes it very easy on the editing as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week of Funko News. I hope that you saw some things that you're interested in. And of course, as always, let me know in the comments what you're interested in. You got any information to share with the community, please do so. Always appreciate that. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Plenty more content coming up to my on my channel. As a matter of fact, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to get right back to work on some next videos. So yeah, keep checking out my content. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you share. If you didn't do that thumbs up already, make sure you take care of that. Definitely appreciate it. And you all take care. Till next time.